Although this was not the first time this topic entered discussion, around 1997, the Rolling Acres Public Schools became specifically concerned with the low academic performance of Black children, or what can be referred to as the achievement gap. This low academic performance was seen in the school's testing and specifically in the national standardized testing given throughout each of the schools. In response to this low academic performance, Rolling Acres came up with a series of intentions and responses meant to raise the academic performance. One of their intentions was to create a position called the Achievement Gap Administrator. When they hired this Achievement Gap Administrator, they served as a school district administrator who was specifically tasked on trying to raise academic performance within the Black population. So to do this, they hired a Black woman to serve in the role. When families heard about the Achievement Gap Administrator, many families, specifically the white parents, were outraged. They did not appreciate the specific targeting of a racial group and providing resources for that specific group, even though they were trying to create a positive change by doing this. They only saw the inequality involved and the fact that some students were being left out. The specific targeting of a specific racial group to some of these families was in and of itself racist. So after much public outcry and fighting with the school district, changes were made, and the intentions and original ideas that the school district came up with were altered and altered again. And by 2004, after a change of hands, the Achievement Gap Administrator position was eliminated, and focus on the achievement gap was changed to use more colorblind language. In a sense, they talked about providing opportunities for all students, which sounds great, but when the original issue was that there was low academic performance for Black children, by focusing on all students, they were not specifically addressing the issues. At the end of the book, Lewis McCoy is quoted by saying the single most significant gap in Rolling Acres was not the achievement gap, but instead it was the gap between citizens who acknowledged their role and responsibility in contributing to educational inequality and those who did not. In this quote, Lewis McCoy is saying that most of the white families creating a public outcry and trying to change the language to more colorblind language were not doing so intentionally, but they were still, in effect, contributing to inequality that was provided by the school district, specifically to the Black population.